Hello, my name is Ruth Slagle. I am the instruction librarian here at Jackson State, and today I'm going to go over the different types of resources you have available to you as you are for English 1010. Here is my contact information. This is my office number with my extension, my email that you can use if you're emailing me outside of eLearn, and then where my office is located if you decide to make an appointment with me to come in person. On your course homepage, you have several links that you can use connecting to academic support. If you need a laptop, for instance, you can fill out our application and you would pick it up in the library. This is also probably the easiest way to get to the Jackson State Library. So you can just click on that and it will take you to the library's homepage. Within our homepage, this is our phone number if you need to get a hold of us. We do have a chat that we run. If we're not on it, like we currently aren't, you can drop us a line in the email, ask us your question, or you can email one of us directly, up to you. We also have, if we are online, you can text us your question here with that number. And I will show you in a little bit another number that you can use to contact me specifically. I am the embedded librarian in your class, so it is more beneficial for you to contact me directly because I know what's going on in your class and what your assignments are. If you decide you do want to contact me directly, you can either respond to the email that I have sent out to you. I think I sent it out a couple days ago. You can also come to the discussion forum and ask questions in the Ask a Librarian. You can do it for every paper. You can also book a librarian with me. So that means you would meet with me one-on-one. We can do it either over Zoom or in person, and I need you to list out or select out times that will work best for you. If you work full-time during the day and can't meet with me during the day, I can meet with you online at night on Zoom. So please let me know that. And the sooner you reach out, we can get on top of it. Because remember, your class is moving very fast. You are essentially doing, in 1 week, 3 weeks worth of work if it was a 15-week semester, but you're taking it in 5 weeks. So your class moves very fast. So you need to stay on top of everything. And you can meet with me as many times as you need to. You can meet with me for every paper if you want. I would especially encourage you to meet with me before you do write your research paper, the big one at the end, because that's going to require more sources and a more well thought out argument. And you can meet with me and we can talk about your outline. We can find new sources. We could, talk more about your topic that you're doing on. We can do whatever works for you, whatever you need. And do not ever feel like you are bothering me because this is my full-time, this is what I'm doing. I am here to help you. Anyways, if you decide that you want to, that is that number I was telling you about where you can call or text me, 731-227-2790. That is a great way to get a hold of me. If, happens on the weekend, like something's not working with the databases, you can contact me that way too. And I'll check and I'll be able to respond to you right then. I do ask that you don't contact me on Sundays if at all possible. That's my day of rest, but I will respond to you normally on Saturday or on Friday. But please use the weekend as the last resort. Please contact me during the week if you can. If you decide that you want to email me within eLearn, you can come to class list and scroll over here to academic support, and you can just shoot me an email here. Be aware that your eLearn email only works within eLearn, so just be aware of that. You have an awesome LibGuide that I have created that you can access through your content. So I don't think you have access to it quite yet, but you will have access to it next week. And if you click on this link, find sources for the paper, it will take you to the awesome LibGuide. So I'm just going to break out how the LibGuide is set up. and then we'll go into how we do research in a lot of different, some of our different databases. So you have a home page. On this page, I have, again, where you can set up an appointment with me, my good, where I'm located, my phone number you can call or text me at. And then this is links to our databases. These are just a lot of different databases we would suggest you using for your papers that you're going to be writing. Now, bear in mind that your papers can span out into different fields. Like, even though you're writing in English, you're going to be writing about the health sciences. You're going to be writing about, possibly different laws, legal. So you can use databases that are coming from those perspectives. And they're going to have articles that are going to be coming from those perspectives. This will link you to our catalog if you decide you want to check out books that are in print or e-books. These are just a list of different types of sources that you might be using for your paper. You will probably use a combination of these different sources, and this just gives you a brief overview of what they are. And then this is just some videos you can watch. These are videos that other librarians have made at different schools. Once again, you have the chat button. You can want to contact us. And then you have 3 big topics that you're choosing smaller topics within for your papers, for your first, second, and third paper. And so for education, I have all of your home topics or umbrella topics. There's going to be 1 page. And so in that page, there's always going to be your 3 different topics that you could choose from. There's going to be a box that has, I call it in focus. I'm thinking about world in focus. So all of these are going to be articles from newspapers and magazines that could be published very recently. So all of these, especially for the chat GPT, and also the 3rd grade retention law, most of them have been published within the last 6 months. And they are coming from newspaper articles, recognized the New York Times, the Washington Post, articles that we would, or, newspapers we would trust. So as you're starting to gather your resources, you can use any of these articles. Feel free that you definitely use any of these articles. This is also a LibGuide that Mr. Cohen, our director, made that is specifically focusing on ChatGPT. If we click to it real quick, he just has he has a lot of information on here about ChatGPT that you can look at. And these are all articles too. Again, if you're just interested in general beyond the paper. On this side, I have suggested search terms. So these are the search terms that I have used to find some of these articles or books that you are going to see within your topics. So if we come and click on the first one, you'll those search words I use to find these different articles and these different books that we have. And then once again, you can use any of these sources. Do not feel like they're just suggestions. They are to be thought about using, but you can definitely use these. And I will encourage you to definitely choose topics that you're interested in, because it's going to be a lot easier for you to write or you're interested in learning about. Just a tip. So yeah. And then we have media and journalism. Again, it's going to be set up all the same way. I have your questions that she asked, Professor Sweet, and then suggested search terms. Now they're all kind of clustered together, meaning that they're all under this umbrella of media and journalism, but some of these are going to pertain to different types of keywords. Once again, you have a bunch of different stuff. And then for government, you've got everything, and then all your different search words, just different stuff in general. And then for your last big paper, which is the research paper, that I haven't found specific sources because there's lots of places you could go with that. And if you contact me ahead of time, hey, I know I'm going to talk about X topic, then I could be helping you starting out. And then also, the sooner you choose your topic, the better off you're going to be, because you'll get an email from me, or I'll like message you within our discussion post, and like be offering, hey, if you need help, here's some good sources, or whatnot. And I would very much suggest to you, if you, for this final big paper, because you have to have a lot more sources than you need for your other 2 papers, and this paper is longer, definitely reach out to me and meet with me either over Zoom or in person when you're working on this paper. And you can also come and meet with me, like I'm working on my outline, whatever stage of the class you're in, or if you just have general questions on like how eLearn works, you can definitely email Professor Sweet. She is really good about getting back to you, but both of us are here as resources for you, and we want you to succeed, most definitely. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the homepage, and we're going to look at a few of the different databases. Particularly, I'm going to look at Masterfile Premier, and I want to go to the Jackson State homepage, there we go, and show you these featured resources. So if you're writing about another country or even the United States, you can come to World Cultures A to Z, really cool database, and you can search your country, or you can do it on the globe. It's just super cool. If you are, let's say you're doing the Russia-US relations, but you're also doing research on a country that was part of the USSR, or like has really strong relationship with the USSR or Russia, you could also search that, like Ukraine right now, or Belarus, or like Kazakhstan or Azerbaijan. Like those are all parts, formerly USSR countries, or formerly part of the Russian Empire at one point. Also, I'm just gonna throw this in. If you guys are, have any questions about history stuff, like I was a history major in undergrad, and so I really love history, and I can help you out with that aspect. Let's see. So A to Z World Culture is great. I'm just gonna look at Algeria, but it has a huge like overview of everything about this country, all relating to that country. It's super cool, and you can use it as one of your library sources. Go back, and we're going to click on Masterfile Premier. So Masterfile Premier is an EBSCO database. If you come to like choose databases, you're able to see all of our databases that are EBSCO ones, and you can search all of them at the same time if you want, which I would recommend, like if you're still like, oh, I'm not really sure what I can find, or like, you're using one of those newer topics of the Tennessee retention law or ChatGPT, and you're just like, trying to see what you can find out there. But you can also do the advanced search, and you definitely want to come to the advanced search anytime you're searching more than one word that mean completely different things, but you're kind of marrying them together. So we're going to do college writing, and I'm going to put in chat GPT. So there is one that comes up relating to ChatGPT and college writing. So if we took out the college writing and just ChatGPT, we get a lot more sources. But you want to keep in mind, like, are these relating to writing and such? You can come on this side and narrow your search. So if you wanted to just do like academic journals or magazines, you want to search by subject. Chatbot is another one you might want to do. You want to do by publisher, whatnot. And then all of EBSCO's databases are on a default, meaning that they're always going to show you what has been most recently published about your topic. But you can, let's do elementary school. I'm going to add that in. Elementary. Or let's add education. Okay, this shouldn't narrow it too much. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so if you want to narrow based on your like topic, you could come and adjust it to most relevant to what you searched. So what it's going to do is pull what is relevant to ChatGPT and education. And so bam, here we got like what is ChatGPT and how is it used in education. Definitely got some good ones. And this is just looking like so like fresh, you know, what is the implications of ChatGPT in the future. College students, some big one too. Okay, so I'm just going to click on this first one. Now, if you decide, like, I'm going to click on the article, I'm going to see what the article is about, you're able to read the abstract. You can come over to email, where you can email yourself. Like, come to use your Jackson State email, your personal email, whatever email you check. But make sure you're not using your eLearn email because you won't get it. Also, when you're submitting your papers to the Writing Center, make sure you're using your Jackson State email or a personal email, not eLearn. Same thing works. Make sure it's MLA, and there you go. You can send it off to yourself. Oh, I have too many spaces. Apologies for my yawning. I didn't sleep very well last night. Okay, so you have these Boolean operators. So what the Boolean operators do are they help you expand out your search. And one thing you might notice, like, you don't need to like put like, you definitely do not want to use questions within the database. You want to like pinpoint it to what am I specifically looking for? You know, what is it specifically relating to? And then you're marrying these topics together with using the and. So and like ChatGPT and education mean nothing together, but they do mean something when you add the and. You can do the or for something that is, so like or could be or a chatbot that is something similar or means the same thing, or artificial intelligence. I don't know why I keep spelling artificial intelligence wrong. And we can click, and then wow, we get a lot of sources, a lot more sources if we search all three of those together and education. Well, I'm not doing education that way. Still, we're getting a lot. Okay. Craziness. And the not is like you would do not if you were trying to eliminate a person or a place or like something that's just not helpful in what you're searching. Trying to think. Let's do like, you don't want to put anything like, you really don't want to see anything that's about questions. So it narrows a little bit down. Okay. At any point you can come and like adjust your search, you know, clear your history, but definitely like save. So yeah, let's, this, sorry. This one's really good. Like it's got a lot of good stuff in here. Okay. So another type of source you can use is JSTOR. JSTOR is great as well. And since this went so well with the ChatGPT, and I'm going to go ahead and just copy that into JSTOR. So come to advanced search, plug that in, add in education, see what happens. Wow, got a lot of stuff. So, it is pulling up what is most relevant, but you could do like what is most newest to what I'm searching. Okay, and then you can come over here, of course, and you could adjust, like, I just want to see what's going on in agriculture relating to what I searched. And so then you're able to narrow it based on that. Now, since, can't see it, but you can always come and remove your filters, you know, adjust your search, that stuff. So within within JSTOR, you're able to come and look at the articles. Sometimes they'll have abstracts. You're able to see what the article is going to be about. And you can download your article if you need to. You can grab your citation for MLA. I would honestly recommend you going ahead and grabbing your citation ahead of time, and then you have it. And then we'll also offer you like articles that are relating to your topic that you searched, which is pretty cool. And then if you're saving it for later, I would go to the abstract and details and grab that permalink. Now keep in mind, when you're accessing articles that are off campus, you're going to have to plug in your username and password. And that is the same username that you'll be using to get into eLearn. It's not changing. Okay, lastly, let's come to Gale. So Gale is another awesome database that you can use. I'm going to come up to academics and click on library. And then we're going to come over here to find resources and go to A to Z databases. And then you're able to see all the different databases we have. And, you'll see all the Gale ones. Like search Gale. Then we have 41 for Gale. Let's do the... Actually, kind of seriously, what's in gender studies and ChatGPT. So you can, of course, come to advanced search, chat GPT, and we're going to do college. Nothing much. Okay. And some of it is just like experimenting with articles, and we kind of narrowed it too much because we did the gender studies, but we can always come at and refocus it. Let's do business, actually. I'm just curious. So we're just going to search chat GPT, and business and see what comes up. Okay, quite a few. Just 3. And that's quite all right. So, and you can come up here and email yourself. So shoot your email. You can grab your citation. Now, bear in mind with the citations, these are AI generated too. So they may not be correct. So it's always good to double check your citations, which you can do by coming to citations and writing help and grab the style guide. Now, the style guide has just examples of your different types of sources, and you would be wanting to make sure you're putting in right. You also want to make sure you're doing the hanging indent and your sources are alphabetical and they're double spaced. Anyways, I think that's it we're going to cover. That was just a brief overview to get you guys kind of rolling and starting on your paper. Like I said before, feel free to contact me. I am here to help you. I really look forward to helping you. And you can always come visit me at the library. Have a great weekend. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.